Lesson 10. The Fowler and the Wise Parrot. Motilal was a poor fowler. He lived in a small village beside a dense forest. He earned his living by catching birds. Every morning he went to the forest with his net. He caught birds and sold them in the village market. One day he caught many birds. Amongst them was a beautiful parrot. He liked the bird so much that he did not sell it. Rather, he kept it with him in a big cage. He looked after the bird with great care and fed it with fresh green chilies. Once, he was feeding the parrot. Suddenly, it talked like a human being. "Please let me go," it said to Motilal. Motilal was baffled. How could a wild parrot talk like a trained one? It must be a divine parrot, thought he. However, he was not ready to let it go. It happened almost every day. The parrot begged for freedom, but Motilal would always reply, "Ask for anything else but not freedom." One day the parrot said to him, "If you make me free, then I'll give you 3 pieces of good advice. They could be of great benefit to you." Motilal was a greedy man. He loved the parrot, but he loved money more than anything. He thought, if the bird's advice helps me earn more money, it would be worth releasing it. So he opened the door of the cage and released the bird. The parrot hopped out onto his hand. "My first advice is, never feel sorry for loss of wealth," said the parrot. Motilal couldn't make out why the bird said so. He was a poor man and had no money. So the advice was useless for him. However, he said nothing. The parrot flew around Motilal for some time and then sat on the roof of his house. "Listen to my second advice," it said. "Never believe everything that is told to you." "I know all these." Motilal was irritated. "Tell me something that I don't know." "What you don't know is that I have 2 precious gems in my stomach," said the parrot. 2 precious gems. Motilal gasped in surprise. "Oh, what a fool I was to set you free. I'll regret this for the rest of my life." "Don't you want to hear my third advice?" asked the parrot. "Tell me," said Motilal briefly. "I advised you never to feel sorry over losses, but here you are grieving over losing me," said the parrot. "I advised you never to believe everything you hear, but you immediately believed me when I told you I had 2 gems in my stomach. Could I have survived if I really had 2 gems in my stomach?" it added. The parrot flew from there and sat on the branch of a tall tree. Then it said, "My third advice is, listen. Learn to listen with your mind instead of just with your ears." Saying so, the parrot flew away and Motilal was left gaping.